me start crying on this video. Why did I want to do this? Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube channel, #Movie Bae. I am Movie Bae, and in this video we are going to be discussing 10 of my favorite romance rom-com movies that will warm even the coldest of hearts, i.e. mine. Let's get into it. So first on my list is Two Can Play That Game. Two Can Play That Game is a rom-com that was written in 2001 by Mark Brown. This movie is about an arrogant businesswoman who plays a series of mind games in order to control her partner. Now, when I tell y'all this movie was legit my Bible when I was a kid, it was my Bible, okay? So in the movie, she's like the advice giver of all her friends, right? And she sees that her man appears to be cheating on her. And even though he wasn't, it was too close. And so she decides to play these mind games on him to train him, basically, to not do it again. Little does she knows, he has a friend on the side teaching him the game just as well. So now they're just going back and forth trying to play each other, and that just sounds like childish, right? But this movie stars an all-star cast. It has Vivica Fox, Morris Chestnut, Anthony Anderson. You get supporting roles from Gabrielle Union, Monique, Bobby Brown, and so many more. So number 2 on my list is going to be P.S. I Love You. This is a 2007 movie. Stars Hilary Swank and Jared Butler. It's about a young widow. Her husband dies, and he leaves little love letters and things like that to slowly help her get over him and to move on with her life. It's like literally on some Hannah Baker, This Is Your Tape type thing, but in a good way. And of course, every love letter, every tape signs off with him saying, P.S. I love you. This movie literally brought me to tears. It is one of the only movies, as well as another movie on this list, that can bring me to genuine tears because it's just so sweet. And you know, it's hard losing a loved one or not having a loved one. And it just makes you hopeful that, damn, like, maybe I can find love again. Speaking of crying, number 3 on my list is The Fault in Our Stars. Now, this came out in 2014, and it stars, please forgive me if I say her name wrong, because I probably will, Shailene Woodley and Ansel Elgort. Love him. I'm pretty sure everybody knows the plot of Fault in Our Stars. It's about 2 kids, one of which I went in knowing she had cancer, and they end up falling in love while he tries to complete her bucket list, you know, with her, for her. What I didn't know, spoiler if you haven't seen it, he has cancer too. And oh my God, I just busted out crying. I did not want to go see this movie because y'all know I don't like rom-coms. I did not want to go see this movie. My little sister drugged me to the movie theater, and I kid you not, I was in the movies bawling my eyes out. Like, I was like holding my I was trying to like be quiet so my throat started burning. I was like trying so hard not to cry because this movie is it's funny, it's so sweet, it breaks your heart, it puts it back together, and it stomps on it again. I just love this movie. I fell in love with him like you fall asleep, slowly, and then all at once. That shit is deep. Bitch, you better fall in love, okay? So number 4 on this list is going to be a classic. It is Titanic, that stars Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. We all know it's about the uptown city girl who's very well off. They're on a cruise ship, and she ends up falling in love with Leonardo DiCaprio, who's kind of like just finessed his way on this trip. And everybody dies at the end. Okay, not everybody. Her arranged husband is an asshole because he got money. He think he could talk to her every which way. And Rose don't play that, okay? She rather go with the little street rat Leonardo. And he's artistic. And she was like, I want you to draw me like those girls in your pictures, Jack. Bitch. Rose a freak. But it's like so beautiful how they just effortlessly fell in love. And I honestly think that if they both would have made it off of the boat, I don't think they would have gotten married or nothing, to be honest. I really feel like it was like a love for that moment type of thing, and he just taught her how to stand up for herself and to go for what she wants versus what her family wants, you know? And to end all controversial debates, okay, Jack could not have fit on that little table thing. Let's think physics, okay? He probably could have fit on it with her, but both of them, that table, that broken table was not going to be able to keep both of them afloat. Like, I hate that argument. I hate that argument. She could have scooted over. They could have rotated. He's a gentleman. Okay. Number 5 is going to be a movie called The Ugly Truth, and that came out in 2009, and it's about an uptight producer. Her and Gerard end up working on a show together, and he's just so misogynistic, and he just thinks he knows all things men, right? They can't stand each other, Avi. So he makes a bet with her that if she follows his how-to guide of men, that she will land the guy of her dreams, right? And if she does, then he'll leave the television show. He gives her all types of tricks on how to be sexy, how to be a homemaker. You know, every guy wants a lady in the sheets and a wait. Every guy wants a freak in the sheets and a lady in the streets. And he gives her all these tips, and spoiler alert, she ends up getting the guy. So that's where the conflict comes in, because he ended up falling in love with her. Oh. Number 6 on my list is literally one of my faves. It's called What's Your Number? This is an underrated rom-com. When I mention this movie, a lot of people don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm about to put y'all on. What's Your Number is a 2011 rom-com that stars Anna Faris. Yes, she's from the Scary Movie trilogies and House Bunny. And Chris Evans, I believe it was pre-Captain America. I'm pretty sure of that. It's about this girl after she reads an article that states that if a woman has had more than 20 partners, she will not be able to find her husband. So she ends up going back to all her previous relationships in hopes that they would be her one true love, right? With the help of her fine-ass neighbor, Chris Evans. So in this movie, when she goes and finds all her old boyfriends, it's literally something always wrong. And it makes you think, like, we broke up for a reason. We broke up with these dudes for a reason. We broke up with them for a reason. Don't double back. But she had to, you know, relearn not to double back, and then she ends up finding her love by moving forward. Let's just say that. Love Anna Faris. She's hilarious. She might be a very intelligent woman in real life, but she plays stupid in every movie, and it's just enough. I feel like she was the smartest she's ever been in this movie. And Chris Evans was a joy to look at. This is when I was first introduced to him, and yes. Okay? Yes. Number 7 on my list is literally a rom-com. When I tell you I laugh, I can't even talk. When I tell y'all I laugh nonstop when I watch this movie, I'm not kidding. And it still makes me like, oh. So the movie I am talking about is number 7 on my list, and it is 50 First Dates. I love everything Adam Sandler. Mostly everything Adam Sandler. Little Nicky was bad. So this stars him and Drew Barrymore. If you don't know, if you've been living under a rock for whatever reason. This movie is about a guy. He meets a girl. He thinks they hit it off, right? He comes back, sees her the next day, and she has no recollection of who the hell he is. That's because she suffers short-term memory loss after a car accident. And he literally, tell me this isn't the sweetest thing ever. He literally comes back every day and makes her fall in love with him again. Every day? Every day? Oh my God. Like, amazing. To be honest, Adam Sandler set the bar high, okay? If I meet a man, see, men, here's y'all problem. If y'all watching this for whatever reason, here's the problem. You stop trying after you get the girl, right? This movie shows you that even when you get the girl, you better keep trying and keep trying and keep trying. Just pretend like I got short-term memory loss. How about that? I love this movie. It's literally hilarious. Every step of the way is funny. Even though the plot, you know, if you think too much about it, it don't make no damn sense. It's still a great movie. Number 8 on my list is a movie called Just Right. Now, Just Right came out in 2010. It's written by Michael Elliott, who also wrote Brown Sugar, also starring Queen Latifah. Her love interest in this movie is Common. Now, it is about a physical therapist, how she falls in love with this NBA star who dates her cousin while she's helping him nurse him back to health after an injury. And I love this movie because, one, it's funny, and Queen Latifah probably looks the best I've ever seen her look. She just looks so gorgeous in this movie. Even though it plays off of those generic tropes, spoiler alert, she gets the man at the end, and rightfully so, because Paula Patton's character in this movie was literally a gold digger. There was nothing likable about her at all. Number 9 is going to be Jumping the Broom. It stars Paula Patton, Laz Alonso, Angela Bassett, and Loretta Devine. And it's about two different families, and of course they have to come together because their kids are getting married, right? Her family is the well-off family, and they have a lot of secrets. And then his family, or his mother more particularly, she is working class, and she isn't too fond of his new bride nor her family, and she doesn't really want to lose her son because he's technically all she has left. So this is a great, funny movie. It has Mike Epps and D. Ray Davis. Like, those two names alone will have you rolling. Number 10 on my list is Deliverance from Eva. Deliverance from Eva came out in 2003, and it's about the eldest of 4 sisters. She's always in her sisters' lives, love lives, and her sisters' boyfriends, they can't stand it. Their girlfriends take their older sister, who's played by Gabrielle Union's, word as law. So they decide to fix up Eva with this playboy. And when I say fix up, I mean they pay him. They pay him to date her, just so she can mind her own business, essentially. Because it is a rom-com, you know there has to be a big conflict. She finds out that he was paid, and yeah. Just like Two Can Play That Game, this is an all-star cast as well. Gabrielle Union, LL Cool J, Megan Good, Dwayne Martin, Kim Whitley. Everybody is in this movie. It's funny, and it does the, you know, the traditional rom-com. Even though this is how we met, I fell in love with you anyway. Please, disregard everything that I did. Disregard everything that I did wrong. Even though I know you're questioning what was real, what was a lie. Just forget about it and fall in love with me. So that was 10 of my favorite romance/rom-com movies. I decided to bring y'all this for the Valentine's holiday season. Be sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you comment down below what are some of your favorite rom-coms, and if you hadn't seen anything on my list, let me know that y'all gonna go watch it, okay? Once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Okay. 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 It gets me every time.